What up, everybody? It's your boy, Coach Jay. So let's just talk a little bit about the weekend of violence, as I like to call it. We had part one last night with the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight, and then we have part two tonight with the UFC main event. Legendary Stipe Miocic versus John Jones. That's going to be a big one tonight. But let's get back to the Mike Tyson fight. So, if you don't know, you must be living under a rock. But Jake Paul did defeat Mike Tyson last night. I'd say the fight pretty much went the way that I thought it was going to go decision wise. I definitely don't think, it went the way everybody expected. Like, for me, something about that fight was off, and that's all I'm gonna say. Like, everybody has their opinion. Some people will be like, well, Mike was 57 years old and he looked like he was 57 years old. But you have to think about it like this. Mike Tyson is probably arguably the greatest guy, if not top five, top 10 greatest guys to ever do that. So your drop off, when you retire or when you're not fighting anymore, your fighting instincts are still going to be there. Your skill set may slow down, but your power is still going to be there. And just like his knowledge of fighting is going to be so much vastly superior than Jay Paul. It just looked like, Mike was holding back. And we all know, or if you didn't know, the longer the fight went, the more Mike, got paid per round, and the fight went the distance. So Mike got his full pay. But I mean, we went 8 rounds and he threw 96 punches, I believe. So you're throwing about what, 12 punches a round? It just didn't look like Mike. He fought Roy Jones, and that Mike looked incredible. Like, that Mike was showing hints of old vintage Mike. So I don't understand. Some people say he might have had a knee injury. I just think Mike was holding back, or, I don't want to speculate and say Mike took a dive, but it just, something didn't look right about that fight. So I just don't understand like what we saw last night compared to what we saw in some of those training clips. And I understand training clips, you can edit those and you can make anybody look incredible, but the speed was just so different, even for a little bit, the sparring that you saw him doing, the sprinting that you saw him doing, there's just something was off with that fight. Even like little things like, why did Jake Paul ride halfway down the aisle and then get in the ring? And then why did Mike Tyson walk the whole way alone by himself? Like, if you want to play age, like, yeah, that's a long walk for a 57-year-old man. But then again, like, you people have to understand Mike is a high level athlete. So his 57 is a lot different than the average person's 57. So I don't know. You know, we'll just see. But again, very disappointed in the fight. Not disappointed in the fact that Mike lost, because I felt Mike was going to lose the fight anyway, if you know what I mean. But yeah, a little disappointed. So we'll move on with that. See who Jake Paul's next opponent might be. Who knows? I know Gervonta Davis called him out. He might take that fight because Gervonta Davis is so much smaller than him. But, it's like everybody's been saying. Jake Paul either has to fight a real boxer or fight somebody of his caliber. No more MMA guys, no more retired MMA guys, no more ex-boxers that are like, not only not boxing, but out of their prime. He's just got to fight legitimate competition, because again, I saw nothing out of Jake Paul last night. The one time that Jake Paul fought legitimate competition, when he fought Tommy Fury, he lost. We tend not to talk about that, but Tommy Fury beat him, and no disrespect to Tommy Fury, but he's definitely not one of the best boxers out there, if you know what I mean. But yeah, Jake Paul defeated Mike Tyson last night, so here we are. That said and done, let's move on to UFC tonight. Guys, check that out and enjoy it. And like I said, leave a comment. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me your thoughts on the fight. Did you think something was off about the fight? Did you not? Did you think Mike just looked old? Did you think Jake Paul looked great? Just let me know. All right. So I'll talk to you guys. Peace.